Hey, welcome to Tabletop Baseball. I'm going to start up a new project. This is the 98 Cardinals final month of their season. Just thought it'd be kind of neat to see what McGwire ends up with. Playing the final month, the home stretch, if you will. He comes into this game hitting with 55 home runs. And he did hit 2 in this game, bringing his total to 57. So what will he end up with? Will he end up with 70 or more? I say more. Seems like typically Apba games or Apba stats come out a little higher, maybe on the home run side of things. What do you think, Derek? You got the 27 Yankees going. Are they on a higher pace home run wise or lower or about right? I'm going to say that McGwire's going to end up with 74. He's at 55 right now. I'm going to say 74. Over under 74. I'm going to say right at about 74. Hey, statistician Brian Cleveland. I know Brian plays some Apba. Of course, Derek, you're playing that with Strat, aren't you? But you do play some Apba. Let's see. I didn't add it up here. 9, 12, 15, 16, 19, 26, 33. Is that right? 8, 17, 18, 21, 24, 25, 26, 33. So 33, wow. That's fielding 3. That can't be right, is it? 26, 33. Cardinals are fielding 3. Ruth had 25 home runs through 62 games, on pace for 65 to 70. Seems like most games, the home runs seem to run a little high. So there's 10, 15, 19, 26, 33, 35. That's fielding 3 also. Florida, or Miami Marlins now. That's why I've got the Miami Marlins logo, but it's actually Florida Marlins. 10, 15, 19, 26, 35. Both teams are fielding 3. I am going to be using this, the left-right splits. So basically what this boils down to, this little chart that I came up with, and I've adjusted it a little bit. The batter needs to be a +6 or more, one way or the other, at least +6 or ±7, +6 or -7 or more. Now there's nobody, if you look down here, except for Mark McGwire. He's a -6 versus lefties. Okay, so if he's let's say he's facing, well, you need to be -7 actually on the minus side, +6 or -7. So really, I don't think anybody's going to come into play. If you look at everybody's got less than that. There's a -5. I think there's one guy here, if I remember right. There's a +6. Okay. Kevin Ory +6 versus lefties. Let's say a left-hander comes in, he's a B, and Kevin Ory is going to drop him to a C because he's a +6. And so he's much better versus left-handers. So +6 to a +11 will drop a B pitcher to a C if it's that handedness. Okay. There's a -16, Greg Zahn versus lefties, -16. So he's terrible versus left-handers. So absolutely awful. So a B versus Greg Zahn, if he's a lefty, he'll improve to an A. He will become an A pitcher versus Greg Zahn. If he's an A, then any 7s become groundouts or ground out into double play if there's a runner on first. Any 8s become strikeouts. If he's a D pitcher, he becomes a B pitcher because he's minus 16. And that's it. So obviously if Greg Zahn's up and there's a left-hander on the mound, probably going to pinch hit for him. So I'll be using that throughout this replay. Anytime that comes into effect, which won't be, terribly often. And I didn't really want it to affect the game that much. That's kind of why I went with those numbers, because it's not very often you get that high of a differential. And if you look at something I'm going to have to remember here is the Cardinals, they've got Matt Morris batting 8th. So I'm going to have to remember that and not skip over him, because they, sometimes they do those weird things like that in the National League. So here we go. Game 139. Delino DeShields, a 52, is a 27, and Livan Hernandez has a Y. But that will be a ground out to third. Brian Jordan with a 5, and that's going to be a double. He's a D pitcher, by the way, double. And here he is, Mark McGwire. There it is, 56. He hit 2 in this game. Like if you joined late, he did hit 2 in this one, raising his total to 57. He's at 55 right now. Now he's at 56. 2-run shot for Big Mac. And the replay's off with a bang. 1 at bat, 1 home run. And Ray Langford goes yard. He doesn't want to be outdone, so it's 3-0 Cardinals. Back-to-back Jacks here in the first. They win the game 7-1, by the way. What is going on? 33. 33. There's a 4. There's a double. Livan Hernandez is having some trouble. There's Fernando Tatis. 65. 35. There we go. Of course, we're on fielding 3. It's a foul out to third. And we have 2 outs. Placido Polanco. 65. That was close. Wow. Another pop out. 3 runs. 2-run homer by McGwire and 1 for Langford. Matt Morris on the mound. 16. 28. It's a ground out to short. For Dunwoody, here's Alex Gonzalez. 34 is a fly out to center. I got to make sure to check that column 3. Mark Kotze, 15, is an 8. And that's a fly out to center. This score sheet is from Baseball Sim Research. Baseball Sim Research, and it's already, filled out. Matt Morris is up. Matt Morris is up. Got a 22, 21 though. 21 is a first on an error on the first baseman. Now Marrero, let's see, he's going to bunt. 52, 27. 2 strikes on the batter. He misses 2 attempts to bunt. Okay, let's swing away. 22, 8. D pitcher, runner on first, single to center, runner to second. Morris to second, first and second, top of the order, Delino DeShields. 29. Out of first, runners advance one base. It's a dribbler to the mound. Second and third. 15s and 11. And that is a single to left. Runners advance one base. Scores a run. Scores Matt Morris. And Brian Jordan will steal second. Second and third, one out. And here he is, Big Mac. 54-32. Runners on second and third. 32 is a fly out. Runners hold. Fly out to right. Runners hold. .63 is a 34, and that's going to be a fly out or pop out to short. High fly out to short is what they call it. We'll call it a pop out. They get one. It's 4-0. Bottom of the second, Derek Lee, 51, is a 14. Walked him. Cliff Lloyd, 35, struck him out. 36, Ori, 33. 33 with a runner on first. Is a pop out to third. K's a strikeout. Okay. There's Greg Zahn. Facing the right-hander. 55 is a 9. Versus a B. That's going to be a single. Infield single. Runner to second. 2 outs. And first and second, Luis Castillo. 32-26. And it's an infield fly. Pop out to second base. Inning over. Hernandez will lead off. There's Ron Gant. 46, struck him out. Fernando Tatis, 54. Fly out to right. 54, wait a minute. That might be a strikeout. It is not. Placido Polanco, 61, is a 27. That's a ground out to third. X is a strikeout. No X for Hernandez. He'll lead off. 26 is a 24. It's a ground out to short. Top of the order, Dunwoody, 36. And he's going to pop out to second. No, he's going to strike out. Morris has a Y. Alex Gonzalez, 16. 28, ground out to short. Fourth inning, Matt Morris is up. 42, struck him out. Now Eli Marrero, the 9-hole, 55 is an 8, and that'll be a single. Two for Marrero. See Delino, does he want to hit and run? No. Not with the catcher run of 41-24. Double play, 6-4-3. The Marlins turn it. Bottom of the fourth, here's Kotze. 33 is 0. 65 and 11. That'll be a single and a stolen base. For Mark Kotze, he's at second with nobody out. Derek Lee. Oh, it's at 6 though. It's going to be a double. That will score a run. And it's 4-1 now, Cardinals. 16 is a 28. Runner on second, 28. Out of first, runner to third. It's a ground out to short. Had to charge it, and he runs behind the play. Kevin Ory is a 12. 25. Runner on third. 25 is going to be like a line out. Yep. Line out to the pitcher. So top of the fifth. Brian Jordan. 23. It's a 26. And that's a 4-3 ground out. There's Big Mac trying to hit number 57. Nope, 21. Struck him out. Langford, 23, and he strikes out. Hernandez settling down a little bit. Greg Zahn fouls out to Eli Marrero. Fly out to center for Castillo. Langford there to make the catch. Let's let Hernandez go again. 62, struck him out. Since there's nothing going on, 2 outs, nobody on, we'll let him hit. He's kind of shown he's settling down a little bit. Ron Gant. 41's a 28. It's a ground out to short. Tatis, fly out to left. Two outs, Placido Polanco, 32. 26 is ground out to second base, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the sixth. Top of the order for the Marlins, 46. Dunwoody will strike out. Alex Gonzalez, 13. 39. 39 is a strike. Pitcher out of W would be a walk, but he does not. Fly out to right field. 2 away, here's Kotze. 51 is a 9. That's a single. 2 for 3 for Kotze. Derek Lee's 1 for 1, double and a walk. 45. And he will walk. So first and second, 2 outs. Cliff Floyd. Can he bring him back in the game? No. 54. 32. And that should be a fly out to right, I think. It is. Fly out to right. And it's the 3rd out, so nobody tagging up, nobody anything. Had a chance there. Cliff Floyd, if he could have got a hold of one. 7th inning. It is actually Matt Morris will lead off. 36 struck him out. There's Marrero, the 9-hole. 31 to 14, and he walks. That's all for Levon Hernandez. They went with Stanifer in the real game, so I will go with Stanifer. Stanifer. Robert Stanifer. Top of the order, the Shields, 64. They 13, so he strikes out. Jordan, 12. Almost the 11, but it's 25. And that's like a line out or a double play, but there's already 2 outs. It's a ground out to second. Flips to first, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the 7th, McGwire will lead off the 8th. Kevin Ory, and a 0 for Kevin Ory. 26, double. Greg Zahn, 45, he'll walk. And we have first and second. Nobody out. Castillo. He's going to bunt. I think. Bunt and then a pinch hitter. Yeah, let's do it. He's going to bunt. 34. 31. And that's a good bunt. Actually, runners on first and second. 31. I think it's still out of first, runners advance 1 base. So second and third, it's going to bring up a pinch hitter, and it will be their pinch hitter they used in the real game was Dave Berg. So second and third, Dave Berg, the batter. Wow, 12, 25. So close. And we have second and third. That's probably a double play. It is. Double play line drive, runner double off second. Other holds third, but that's going to be the second and third outs. It's a 1 or a 3. 3-3-6. Double off second. So it's a line out to first. That's what it is. It's a 3-3-6. Double play. Dave Berg. Hits it with shot, but McGwire's there to snag it. It's going to bring in a new pitcher, Don Paul. Or Powell. Might be Powell. Paul would have a U. Or it could still be called Paul. I don't know. Powell. I'm going to call him Powell. So here's McGwire to lead off the 8th. It's a 4-1 ball game. D pitcher. 56, not a 66, but a 56, and he grounds it out to third base. Langford will fly out to left. And Gant grounds out to short. So bottom of the 8th inning. 41, 24 for Dunwoody, top of the order. Ground out to short. Alex Gonzalez, 51, 23. First on an error on the shortstop. Error on Placido Polanco. 45, there's a walk. Do we trust in Matt Morris? He's actually 28 batters. He's past his batter's face number there. And they went with Lance Painter. He's got that W there. I don't like that at all, but since I'm keeping the same script for the Marlins, I'm going to keep the same script. And Painter is a lefty. So if we get down to Greg Zahn, we'll have a situation there. He's a C. He'll become an A pitcher. Or Kevin Ory actually is a +6 versus lefties. So that would make him, he needs to be +7 or more versus a C pitcher. So +6 will not do it. It needs to be +7. So anyway, we'll worry about that when we get there. Derek Lee, first and second, 1 out. 22 is an 8. And I think that's going to be a single. Maybe. Single over short, 1 scores, other 2 second. Gonzalez scores. It's 4-2. There's Cliff Floyd. Bats left, but he handles lefties pretty well. 15's an 11. First and second. And 11. Single over second. 1 runner scores, the other 2 third. And we have, and he steals second on top of that. Second and third, 1 out. And here's Kevin Ory, +6 versus lefties. But like I said, he needs, if he's a C pitcher, he has to be a +7 or more to make him a D. Trying to think about that for a minute. Maybe I should make it a +6. I'm going to think about that. But for now, I might do that. Let's see. For now, it's going to be, he'll still be a C pitcher. Another 15 is a 9, though. Second and third. Is a fly out. Runners advance 1 base. So it's going to be a sac fly. Error killing him. And both runners move up, right? That was a runners advance 1 base. So runner at third now. Here's Zahn. This is a situation. We have a lefty. He's a -16. So that's going to make Painter a B pitcher. Or no, B pitcher. -10 or more makes him a B. But I think kind of thinking maybe I should leave him in there. Maybe not. See, Council's a -10 versus lefties. Is there anybody that's really... There's Mike Redmond is a +8. So that would make Painter a D pitcher. So Zahn's going to make him a B. Redmond's going to make him a D. And John Werner would also make him But Redmond's a catcher, so we could just leave him in there. Let's do that. Redmond's going to come in. Now we might make a pitching change just to counteract that, but we made them change. Redmond's going to come in. He is a 6. Not that that's going to change anything. Now you have a situation. He's a -12 versus righties. I didn't even think about that. But he is a -12 versus right-handers, so they're going to make a pitching change. And it's going to be Bobby Witt, which he also came in. He did come in the real game. And he's a right-hander. He's a D. We have a -12. That's going to make him a B pitcher, according to my chart that I've made up. -12 or more, he makes him a B pitcher. So Bobby Witt is a B versus Mike Redmond. Runner on third, 2 outs. And I need to mark this. 61 is a 24. And it's a ground out to short with 2 outs. So after all that, it's a tie ball game though. It's 4-4. 9th inning. There's Fernando Tatis. 56-12. Ground out to third. Here's Polanco. 16 is a 28. It's a ground out to short. Now we have the pitcher spot. And Bobby Witt's not going to bat. It's going to be John Mayberry, or Mabry. (53-17). Single. Batter to second on an error on the right fielder. So single and then an error. E9. And now Marrero's up. He's 2 for 2, 2 singles and a walk. Two outs, 21-32, and that's going to be a fly out to right field. And that'll end the inning. So bottom of the 9th, it's a tie ball game. See if McGwire can get up again. They're going to have to go to the bullpen, though. We'll go to Juan Acevedo. Juan Acevedo. Okay. Facing Juan Acevedo is Luis Castillo. Juan Acevedo's a right-hander. 66. Could we have a walk-off here? It's a 0. 26. 11. Single stolen base. for Castillo. And now we have the pitcher spot. Who is going to bat? Definitely not Werner. John Paul Werner. Renteria will come in. Edgar Renteria. 54-32. Fly out to right. Runner to third, though. Back to the top. Runner at third. One out. .66. That's going to be the ball game right there. 0. 34 is a 6. And that's a double for Dunwoody. And the Marlins win it. What a comeback. 5-4. They win it. McGwire does hit a home run. I am going to add their stats on to the actual stats up to this point. Game 138. This is game 139. So from this point on, I'm going to add these stats to their actual stats. Compile them on. If that makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits for the Cardinals. They started out looking like they were going to blow this thing open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 hits for Florida. 1 error for the Cards. And 2 errors on the Marlins. So there you go. McGwire hits. Basically, it's a McGwire tracker home run replay. Just the final month of the season. He's at 56. He was at 57 in real life. After this game, he hit 2 in the real game. So he hit 1 here. So he's at 56. It was a 2-run shot in the first. And like I said, I'm calling for 74. I think he's going to go past 70. But we'll see. You think he was an all-star here once. Preston Wilson, should I have put him in? No, he hit 157. I remember him. I remember him striking out a lot. Preston Wilson. All right, guys, appreciate it very much. And so I've got 3 projects going now: the Guidry replay, the 2001 Mariners 15-game winning streak replay, and this 98 Cardinals last month of the season replay. See what McGwire ends up with. Is it going to be more than 70, less than 70? We'll see. Thanks again to everybody for watching. This is Earl Shamblin reporting live, Tabletop Baseball Plus. Have a great day, and God bless.